and to just do it. Hey, lovelies, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thanks for joining me again. Thanks for joining this live. And if you're joining it on replay, thanks for watching. Don't forget that I love you and thanks for always supporting me. So today we'll be talking about why we refuse to take the step and why we refuse to just do it. Just do it. Just start the business because we are so scared of taking the risk and we are so scared of failing. We are scared of failing in the sense of what if it does not work out? What if I've invested all this money in my time and it does not work out? What will happen? And the risk, and we refuse to put in the work because we think we don't have time to start our business, or to start that thing that you just want to do. And the thing that you just want to do might be learning a skill, but you think maybe putting on those time to learn those skill is too difficult for you because you have a lot going on in your life right now. But just do it. Just do it. One thing that I've learned is that instead of you looking all the time that you're going to invest, or if, for example, you want to do something and you think this thing will be too hard for you to do, instead of you looking at the expenses and the time, the strength, just look it one step at a time. If, for example, let me explain in this way, it will be it will be more clearer. If, for example, you have a task at hand that you want to do, for example, that task might be cleaning the house. This is just an example. It might be cleaning the house. You have to clean all the bedroom, the bathroom, the kitchen, the sitting room. And then it's more easier than just counting all these places that you want to clean and just looking at it as just looking as at it like it's so heavy, it's too much for me to do. I don't think I can do it all today because it's too much and I'm already getting exhausted. Even just saying it and looking at it, I'm already getting exhausted. It will be so more easier if you just look at it to say, okay, we're going to start somewhere. Even if I can't finish it today, even if I could not do everything today, but let's forget about how many rooms it is, the places that I'm going to clean, but I'm going to do them today. Let's start from somewhere. Let's just start from the smaller part, like the bathroom. And gradually you remove your mind from how much they are, how heavier they are, uh how in a bulk they are, and you see yourself do that. You start, excuse me guys, then you see yourself that you start doing it without even thinking of how you started, and gradually you see that gradually you gradually you see that you finished all the work, you finished all the stress without even thinking about it. So the risk of you starting a business that you're going to fail, the time and everything, without you be thinking about this stuff. Yes, definitely sometimes you have to think about this stuff without investing a bunch of money on something. You have to think about the risk behind it, right? But you using these things to set as an obstacle, to set as as a barrier for you not to start it, it will be better for you to just ignore this, like these 40 hours, these 100 hours, or these thousands of money, and start gradually. Hi, thanks for joining. Start. Hi, good evening. Thanks. Just start gradually by starting in the smaller place. Like start climbing the ladder little by little without thinking about, like, because when the hill is too high and you look at the mountain, you think, do you think I can ever get to that place? Do you think I can ever reach that place? But if you ignore that top of the mountain, not that it's not there, it's there. I know it's there. You can see it, I can see it. But just start from the lower part and start working gradually by gradually, you will definitely get to that place. So the risk and the fear that is not making you to do it, to start that thing that you want to start, just start it. I'm telling you right now, just start it. You might not start it being perfect or putting everything that you want to put, but you have to start from somewhere, and you have to start gradually. And you have to start gradually and start by from somewhere. little by little you will get to that place, and you will look back one day and you realize that, oh my God, this is where I've been coming from. When I started, I was not perfect, I was not good in whatever it is, but now I've really worked on myself, I've really built myself to be in this place that I am right now. So what I say again, just start a business, just start a YouTube channel, just open your TikTok account and start creating content on something that you love. Forget about the story of you don't have you, forget about the story people will not follow you, forget about the story that how long will I create content for people to notice me. Forget about that for now. I know it exists and it's there. I'm not saying to pay deft ear to that, but just leave that aside for now. Just start it by moving the first step, like doing the first thing by opening the YouTube channel, and then you figure out the content that you'll be creating. And after that, you figure out that how can I do better? How can I edit my video step by step? Okay, you start to register for the business, or you gather some little money to start the business, and step by step you will figure it out. It's not something things like people thinks that to get perfect in something, you have to figure it out in one go. You can't figure it out in one go. Little by little, gradually by gradually, you get to figure it out. You have to give yourself the grace for you to learn. I'm saying this because I'm also learning. You have to give yourself the grace for you to learn. Yes, you might start the business and the business might not work out. Does that make you a failure? No. I know you're so scared of being a failure. That's why you refuse to start a business for long. But at least that business will open other way for you to do something else. I'm saying this because I'm not saying this in the sense of 9 to 5. No. My mindset has shifted from there a long time ago from 9 to 5. I'm saying this for you to summon the courage, for you to stand up and take that step and take the action and just do it. Just I'm telling you right now, Mirabel is telling you right now, just do it. It's going to get better. I know at first you'll be so scared, so dramatized, or failing, or mistake, or you think you're not good enough, but just do it, because as you get to progress, you get to figure out things and what to do at the next level. But there's always the first level for you to climb so you can get to the second level. So the first level, you have to climb it and figure it out, then you will figure out the second level. I don't know how I figure out doing content. I think for the past 2 months, I've been creating content on YouTube every single day. And I don't know how I've done that. When I wanted to start it, I thought, what will I be saying? What will I say? Like, how can I do it? Then I get to think and discover my first issue, something that won't make me to be consistent. And the only thing that won't make me to be consistent is editing video. You know, if I think about the editing, creating the content, editing it, it will be so difficult for me. So I thought about it. There's an easy step for me, you know. I'll just go live, do my video without editing, thinking of editing it. I know I made mistake. I know I'm not perfect with my pronunciation. I know sometimes I will be too fast, or I'll learn, I'll learn, but I just have to take the step. I just have to take the first step, so we'll figure out the next step. So we started it by just going live without thinking of editing. So because I know that's my first obstacle, and I think of removing that first obstacle from the road and by going live. And I started it. I've been doing it for the past 2 months now. What I've been doing, I don't know, I come across this content that I'll be creating. I'll be doing it, the strength and the energy. But it just about me just starting it, taking the first step. And as I grow and I progress, like I get to figure them out. Not that I'm still perfect, but I'm still learning. I go back to my videos to watch my videos, not to criticize myself, not to just create errors on my videos. Some people are not bold enough to watch their videos. I've said this before on my video that 2022, when I was doing some business online, not on YouTube but on Facebook, I was not bold enough. Like, those bold encouragements was not in me to go watch my videos. But now I do watch my videos, not to criticize myself, not to condemn myself that I'm not good enough. Like, look at my species, I made mistake. Yes, I know I made mistake. I go watch my videos to encourage me to do more, and also to improve on myself, to see what I'm doing wrong, where I have to slow down. Okay, sometimes I notice that I talked too much on this video. I said, okay, I'll learn from that and say on my next video, I'll try to talk slow. Okay, sometimes I'll say maybe some words that I was pronouncing, I did pronounce them well, which is something I'm still working on my pronunciation. I say, okay, I'm working on that part. Not to criticize myself, but to figure out the next part and how to grow and what else can we do. Sometimes I wake up in the morning from my business and I ask myself, what can I do on my business today? What can I do? What step can I take? This is something that you can figure it out in one go. It's something as you grow and you move, you get to figure them out little by little. So this is where I get to say again, just start it. And when you're figuring it out, you have to create space for the blessings, because definitely when you're trying to figure it out and you're doing it, you're not just trying to figure it out by sitting down and thinking about it to say let's just figure it out before doing it. But as you grow, you figure it out. It's just like you giving birth as a new mom. Let me just explain here. It's just like as a new mom, when you nearly give birth or you just get pregnant for the first time, you think like, how can I do this? This is my first baby. I like this was so dramatizing for me when I got pregnant for my first son. I was like, how can I do this? How do I get to bat my son when I deliver? What food will I give to my son? What clothes will I buy? What will I do? This is my first pregnancy. I have no idea. What can I do? But as we progress, like, because it's something that I have to do, but as we progress, I got to figure them out step by step. So this comes to business and whatever that you want to do. As you progress, you get to figure them out. Because I didn't allow the fear to stop me or to say I'm not going to do it. So the main problem here that I know about you or her is that we allow our fear to stop us. Instead of us to just start and figure it out, we sit back and try to figure it out with our head. Don't figure it out with your head. Start, and as you grow, as you progress, you figure it out step by step. As you move one step, okay, you figure it out. I've done this step. What do I do to make the next step? And you figure it out to make the next step. So just do it. Is it business? Is it a skill that you have to learn? You just have to start. Stop sitting in your cash and thinking that how do I figure it out? How do I do it? This is where we call procrastinating and sabotaging yourself, because you refuse to just move the step. You just refuse to just do it. Just do it. But you sit in your cash and procrastinate and sabotage yourself. I'm going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to figure it out because we're going to be perfect. You can be perfect, but if you are perfect in your first start, bravo. But if not, let me tell you, you don't have to be perfect. You can start and figure it out and train yourself and work on yourself and give yourself the opportunity, the chance to grow. As you grow, you figure it out, and I can't say you will become perfect, because there is still something that you still have to figure out to move to the next step, because there's always a step and a stage for us to move on. So, but as time goes on, you gotta figure it out. And the next thing is that for me to say, just do it. When you're trying to figure it out, when you're growing, you're improving on yourself mentally, because you're not just doing this, but you're still doing it mentally, you're improving on yourself, working on yourself. Create space for you to grow, create space for you for the blessing. When the blessing come, because when you're doing this thing, you are sowing a seed. You're sowing a seed that is going to grow and germinate. You're sowing a seed that you're going to harvest in bountiful. You're sowing a seed that is going to grow, that you're going to harvest on a full basket. So you have to create space for those seeds to enter. So what are those space? Those space might be you decluttering some things that are no longer worthy in your life, things that you think is not serving you anymore, things that is no longer needed in your life. It might be your mindset, changing your mindset, changing the mindset that you think not you think the mindset that is not serving you, in the sense of not making you to believe enough in yourself, not making you to hold yourself accountable enough, not making you to be disciplined enough, not making you to be hard-standing enough, not making you to take your mistakes in an healthy way, but taking it in the wrong way. Those beliefs that is not making you to be consistent. So that is the space They are occupying the space. So you have to free up those space and open the space for something else to come out, because now you are growing and you've sown the seed, and the seed is going to grow and you're going to harvest them. So you have to declutter this spaces that these things have measured, have occupied, so that good thing can come in, so that when this miracle and you start harvesting these things, you start harvesting the seeds that you've planted, there will be space for you to take them. There will be space for you to take them in an open hand, so that you don't sabotage them. Because if you're trying to grow a business and you've sown the seed to grow the business, and you refuse to let go of self-sabotaging things like you're not good enough, procrastinating even when you're still trying to grow your grain, and you sow those seed, not being consistent, not being disciplined enough, and when you start harvesting this seed, you're going to sabotage the progress. You're going to sabotage the sources that is going to come. So you have to declutter it. You have to declutter everything that is not serving you anymore, because you're not growing, you're developing yourself, you're working on yourself, you are progressing. So you have to declutter these things, so that when the sources come, when the seed are germinated, you can harvest them and you can reap the seed that you've sown in a fulfilled heart, not in a sabotaging heart, feeling deep down of you that you're not worthy to receive those seed, to reap the there's a word I want to say, but I'm not getting it. To reap the work of your soul. I think something like, about the word, I'm not getting it. So you can accept them without sabotaging, or think that, oh, I can, a little girl like me, young girl like me, harvest a seed like this. So lovely. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you're watching this video on replay, thank you. I love you. Like what I said is, I know why you're not starting the business right now or opening your YouTube channel is because you are afraid of failing. You're scared of failing, and you've procrastinated, and you've seated in your couch, just thinking that the risk alongside with it is too much, the time is too much, the time invested mentally and personally is too much. That's why you refuse to do it. Just do it. Just do it, and forget about how long it's going to take for you to get viral, how long it's going to take for people to notice you. But just start one step at a time. Take one step at a time. Continue working on yourself. Continue learning the skill, and you keep on growing, and you keep on learning. As you grow, you learn, without just thinking that you're going to figure it out at one go. You can't figure it out at one go. As you grow, you keep on figuring it out. As you go, you keep on figuring the next step, because there will always be a next step. You figure it out, and as you continue doing it, your seed is going to germinate, and you're going to harvest it. And when your seed germinates, before your seed germinates, as you keep on growing and figuring out the next step, try to declutter things that are not working for you, things that are not going to serve you in the long run, like self-sabotage, procrastinating, things that are not making you to be disciplined, to control yourself, and be consistent. You have to declutter them, so when your seed germinates, you can accept these things, so there will be space for your blessing. So there will be space that can occupy your blessings. So lovely. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. I remain your girl, and I love you. Don't forget that I love you. See you tomorrow again on my next video. Don't forget that I got you here. Peace.